Well, I saw that the CEO of Starbucks is getting called out today for being out of touch. Now, we're talking about tonight that there are going to be people that are boycotting the Met Gala because Jeff Bezos is the primary sponsor of the event, and people are upset with the wealth disparity that is happening in America. They think it's absolutely out of control, and the CEO of Starbucks just sounds like he is out of touch with the struggles going on with people and their finances by these comments he had about you buying $9 coffee.
What we're seeing is people, they want to have a special experience. And regardless of what your income level is, in some cases, a $9 experience does feel like you're splurging. And then what that means is we have to make it worthwhile, right? And then in other cases, people believe, well, this is a really affordable premium experience because they're saying like, well, it's less than $10 and I get a really premium experience. So regardless of where you're stationed in those income cohorts, we want to make that experience worth your while. And what we know is what's definitely something that drives that value is to be able to have a great seat, have a great moment of connection with a barista.
Oh
Get
my
a free
gosh.
Wi-Fi.
What is this guy talking about?
Yes, he is justifying that $9 cup of coffee.
Don't try to coffee Jedi mind trick me by throwing the word experience in there as if that's going to erase the fact that I'm spending $9 on coffee.
It's an amazing experience you're having.
I've been to Starbucks many a times. I wouldn't say it was an experience, Kevin. Good gosh.
Yes, that's why people are saying he's a bit tone deaf today. They're not agreeing that setting your price at $9 is justified.
He's got a future in politics. I mean, talk about just spin and talking without really saying anything.
He's trying that spin. Now, this is one where there are call-em-outs happening on both sides of this issue. And I don't know if you've seen enough to really come up with a true judgment of this, but things are unfolding at Cornell University where the school's president is now facing backlash after an incident involving students, and it was captured on video, happened Thursday night. Apparently, some students had approached the president about free speech and the access to it on campus, and they followed him out. He got in his car. You could see some of the kids were filming. They're now surrounding the car, and he starts to back out, and one of the kids is not moving, and the person winds up the president backs into the student that's standing behind him and apparently ran over his foot.
The kid wasn't moving?
He was
blocking
not
the car?
Yep, it looked like it to me.
I just know if I'm trying to block a car and I really think that's going to work, if I get run over, I'm going to probably think, I shouldn't try to block that car.
Yeah, and part of it, too, is they said they were still trying to talk to him when he wanted to leave. Some other students were beating on his windows. They were standing behind his car.
That's not talking at that point. I have no idea what the politics and what the issues are going on at that school. But when you got a group of people banging on a car and surrounding it, some people might flee.
Yeah, the way I look at it, to me, if you are keeping someone from going where they want to go, what is the difference between haven't people gotten arrested whenever you take somebody and you keep them from willfully being able to go where they go? That is, in a sense, a form of kidnapping.
Well, to me, if you're blocking my car, I feel like you're kind of crazy at that point because a car's going to always win. So I'm going to assume, do they have a weapon? Are they going to pull something out right now?
Yeah.
You're starting to fear. When you start banging on a car and start surrounding it, I don't care who you are, you can get a little afraid.
Now, how this is taken might depend upon where you are. At Cornell, they may favor the students here and say, yes, the president needs to sit there and let them just continue to yell at him and whatever else happens. I think in Florida would say, this is kind of more of a stand your ground. If you have people that are surrounding a vehicle and they're beating on the windows and you're trying to slowly back up to get out of that situation, that you have every single right to try to get yourself out of that situation if you are afraid for your own safety. Now, I look at these students. I don't know if he thought that they're going to rough him up or maybe he's just like, look, I want to go, man. I've had a long day and you guys, no, you can't hold me here. So, I think the call him out belongs more on the students, just saying that's not how you can get your point across. You cannot let someone not go when they want to leave someplace.
I mean, you can't do that. I get I get that you want to get your point across. This isn't the way.
I don't think so either. So it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out, and maybe there will be more, because all you're having right now is their side of it. The president hasn't spoken a lot on it other than he was scared they're banging on his window. He wanted to get out of there, and I don't think he intentionally meant to run over somebody's foot, but yeah, I really kind of hope he does not get in trouble for this. And anybody else who's trying to do that, I don't think that's any way to try to get your point across. You cannot stand in front of somebody's car, behind it, whatever, block them in, beat on their windows. And don't be surprised when you get a little bit run over and somebody hits your foot.
Now, I'm looking at the video now. I'm not seeing so much beat. Is there a different angle? Do you know? There were definitely kids beating on the car.
That's what his side of the story is. Now, again, you got to take his story, their story. They're going to have to flush this out. Maybe there'll be more video, but from the video you have, and you only have their stories right now.
It's so tough when you only get partial video than someone's side of a story.
Yeah. So, there will be people on both sides of this. To me, I do think that they have a right to speak, but I don't think you have a right to falsely imprison somebody, which to me, that's what you do when you stand all around somebody's car and you don't let them leave.
Well, even, I'm watching it now. The kid is right behind him, filming, not getting out of the way.
Right.
If I was doing that and someone hit me, I would not be surprised.
I think
I'm not shocked that I got hit.
I think he got exactly, what he wanted. So we'll see. We do have Andy on here with a call him out. Andy, you got to call somebody out. Who is it and for what?
Man, okay. It would be high-risk security services.
Okay, what's going on?
Pretty much wage theft. I mean, you get charged $6 a week to clock in, $10 for a paper bag or paper badge, $90 if you happen to be 6 minutes late. 5 minutes, you're okay, but 6 minutes, they're going to take your whole paycheck.
Okay, so this is a place where you work, and you're saying that they did not treat you right. Is that correct?
Pretty much. I mean, you're paid $14 an hour to work at a gated community, letting people into their $1 million homes, people yelling at you for, why you need to look at my ID, stuff like that. And then you're going to take your money if you happen to be 6 minutes late. If you can hear the rain, I'm sorry, I'm driving home.
Okay, so you're saying you were 6 minutes late, and did you get fired for being 6 minutes late?
No, I got fired because I dared to get another job and was trying to work them as a second job. And then I had to do some training, and hey, I have to leave early an hour, 2 days, and then one other day. And it just blew up into a whole problem. It's like, I told you Monday, and my next shift is Saturday.
Yeah.
You can figure it out in a week.
Yeah, I think, Andy, I think you're in a situation, unfortunately, probably a lot of people are, because I know that a lot of jobs, they want to always be considered first, and they don't have any kind of tolerance whatsoever of you trying to find other employment. And I would tell a lot of these jobs, look, there are just people, that's a reality. Unfortunately, you're going to have a lot of people that work for you that probably have to have a second job. And if you could ever be lenient with your scheduling, try to understand what their circumstances are, like what Andy is going through. Everybody's just kind of going through it. So hopefully they could have a little bit more understanding in that situation. So I hope you're able to make up for it, Andy. And that does kind of suck.
Yeah, good luck, brother.
Yeah. Jade is on here from Margate, and you're calling out the weather. Is that right, Jade?
Yes. And my name's not Jade, it's Jack.
Oh, Jack. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just saying about the weather because it was like extremely hot out on Saturday, and then on Sunday it was just rainy, and I had plans to do stuff on Sunday because the rain.
Yeah.
But then the rain kept on raining, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
I hear you, bud. I mean, honestly, Jack, that is a tough thing. There are so many people yesterday. I know they're excited about the F1 race going on. Yeah, the final round of golf tournament at Trump National Doral, and that kind of got ruined. It just, the rain really just, it was not cool because Saturday was lovely and sunny, and bam, just terrible weather.
I got to call out iguanas because I think that's what I'm hearing jumping on my roof. I think I got iguana roof.
Yeah, the iguana that you had in that video you posted on our Instagram page is big, and we might start seeing this as they get bigger and more prevalent. Just regular homes having damage.
Well, I've kept reading in my next door area. There's some houses in my area that live on the canal, and they say that they've had iguanas cause $20,000 worth of damage to their house. I ain't trying to get into that kind of game. But I have never seen iguanas at my house before, and I had 2 this weekend. Are they in town? Are they just visiting?
Yes. No, they might be there for good, man.
Did they finally get to the dinosaur garden?
They've probably found a place. They like your place, and that's where they want to stay.
Man.
Yeah, could be happening. We have a call them out here as well. Somebody said, I want to call out my neighbor for spraying Lysol over the fence. She thought I was smoking cigarettes. I was smoking weed, lady.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Get it right. Funny enough, some people will go, oh, it's weed. All right, you're cool.
Uh-huh. Yeah. We do have some positive call-em-outs today as well. If you got something good to call out, you can hit us up. 877-979-WRMF. In fact, Denny's wanted to call out the cost of gas at BJ's, and there may be more people going and buying those memberships at some of those places because he was saying the cost of gas at BJ's was a lot cheaper than the gas if you're going anywhere else. In fact, I think you said it was maybe 50 cents cheaper, something like that per gallon?
Yeah, I found it 60% cheaper than the one, or 60 cents cheaper than the gas station right by my house, which usually I don't get gas near the highway. I find that the gas right by the highway is always more expensive, so I'll go inland a little bit. So I have a station that I go to all the time. They were at $4.60. I went to BJ's. I got it for $4.01.
Wow.
I mean, it's a humongous difference if you're filling up your tank.
You know, and there are a lot of people I know they have to travel for work and they're using more gas than everybody else. So.
Oh, yeah. I got a buddy, travels an hour and a half every single day to go to work. And he goes, dude, so that's 3 hours on the road. And he goes, it's killing me.
Yeah.
It's good. That's 3 hours.
Right.
You're tired. That hour and a half drive back home is not worth it.
No doubt. That's absolutely brutal. No doubt about that. Let me see some other call-em outs that we have here. This is kind of a nice little PSA that I guess if you have any kind of road issues whatsoever, that you can get FHP to come and help you out. I don't know if you knew this. Just hit star 347 is all you have to do is hit on your phone. And if you're broken down, you have a tire issue, maybe you ran out of gas, which I wish I'd have known that because we ran out of gas a couple of weeks ago.
I've heard that they'll bring a little gas tank for you just to get you off the road. I did not know about this service. Did you?
No, I did not either. Trust me, I would have used it a couple of weeks ago as I'm sitting on the side of I-95 with no gas in my car.
It almost seems too good to be true. And I'm very curious on someone who's used it. Do they is it as easy as they're saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, positive PSA there for you. If you got something else for us, hit us up, 877-979-WRMF at the KVJ Show.